Hello everyone, welcome to our Ask Me Try Info session. My name is Christoph and I am going to talk about reference letters and what they mean in applications to German employers. So when you look at job ads on the German job market, you often find in the required documents that they want to have, that they want you to send, you find so-called reference letters that they are asking for. And even if they don't ask for reference letters, they expect you to send reference letters accompanying the other documents like CV and motivation letter. So what is meant with reference letter here? In the German context, the reference letters are always given to you at the end of an employment period. So when you've been employed with a certain employer, you will always ask the employer, or the employer will give it to you automatically, for a reference letter where the employer writes and your direct supervisor, manager, writes something about your work that you did at the particular job place and in the particular function and position that you had. So it is not only stating he or she worked with us and the contract ended at this and that point, but it's actually like a qualified statement about your abilities, how you work, what you achieved, what are your skills, and it basically gives an overview of how you performed in the job. So it's kind of like a performance review. With the difference that in the reference letter in Germany, traditionally, you would never find anything negative stated there, but it's always formulated in some kind of positive way. And depending on how good you were or how well you performed in the job, the degree of how good the evaluation is differs. So this kind of letter, in Germany, everybody asks for this kind of letter when they leave a job. You would always get a reference letter. And if you don't get a reference letter, people will ask like, oh, why did this person not get a reference letter? Was there something wrong? Were they fighting was there conflict when the job ended? So not having a reference letter in the German context means that there was some reason why you didn't get one. And it's not an excuse that you say like, okay, I don't have one because I forgot the reference letter and I forgot to ask about it. Because you can even ask for reference letters months or years later and say like, I still need a reference letter for the job that I did back then. So when you apply from abroad and you have application documents, and in your CV and in your motivation letter, you talk about certain jobs, especially the most recent ones, and then you don't have a reference letter there, then it's not a good sign. So the German recruiter, the German HR department wants to see this kind of statement about your performance in the previous jobs. I think it's not that bad if, for example, you had a job 10 years ago, 15 years ago, and there have been several other jobs in between. But for the last few jobs, you definitely need a reference letter to have a complete set of documents for the recruiter and for the job you apply for. So in that sense, I think that's something that's a bit different to other countries where you don't get any reference letters, or where you only get like a statement that you've actually finished the contract and that's it. Here in Germany, it's kind of like a different tool to evaluate and to help to evaluate your performance. And I think you should try and get something like that from your previous employers, even if they are not used to this kind of format and this kind of letter. Try to explain to them that you're applying for a job and you need something like this. Maybe they give you some kind of letterhead with a written text stating something about your performance. I think that would be helpful. I hope that clarified the question about reference letters. We have a lot of other videos on our YouTube channel, and there will be more coming up soon, so tune in. And if you have any questions, write us an email, write us on our social media channels like LinkedIn, Facebook, and so on. And tune in again for our next video, and stay in touch. All the best. Bye.